Welcome back, everybody. I'm still watching 2AJ plays Yumina the Ethereal. Last time, a swarm of extra dimensionals suddenly appeared where the final battle had been, and we all went there prepared to possibly die because all the frames were damaged, but then Rashane appeared in a giant robot called the Ether Frame and destroyed them all with a holy blast of radiant light. And then he was all cocky and stuff, and then he disappeared. Anyways, got 3 galactic days until probably the final thing, so I will plan on... Oh, also, there won't be any more extra dimensionals! I'm so happy! Well, I mean, like, you know, like over here, and over here, and over here, and, you know what I mean. Anyways, I'll go with this one first.
何もしなくていいってのがこんなにもどかしいとはね。
Wait, is this the... We're in the cafeteria. I feel like we haven't been in the cafeteria forever.
ここでの情報収集はファルアーたちの仕事だからな。我々には待つことしかできん。
I'm taking a break with Yumina and Carrara. I was going to invite Ai along as well, but I couldn't find her. She must still have a lot on her mind. I want to be by her side as much as I can, but I can't keep a constant watch. And if she wants to be alone, then leaving her in peace is only the courteous thing to do. But I'm still uneasy.
ちょっと歩む聞いてるの
No, not really. What? Is it about today's snacks?
誰がそんな食い意地張ったこと聞いたのよ。様子がおかしいって言ってるだけじゃない。
But I am? Strangely how?
変にぼーっとしてたわ。気色悪い。
Sorry, I'll watch out for that.
あんたしっかりしてよね。愛も結構疲れてるみたいだし、あんたまで倒れたりしたら面倒よ。
歩夢の場合、おきつの気苦労が伝染しているだけだろうがな。
何、そうなの
I think about the current situation. About Algoda, about the Federation, about Corrales, and about the detailed information on the extra dimensionals. There are many clues, but Fowl and our team already know about them. All we can really do is fight as Ethereals. That's why we were taken to the Federation to begin with. Right now, our strength isn't what's required. We need steady progress, like in the Student Council War. Wonder where the key to that lies. I racked my brain searching for answers. Then I realized I forgot something important. Hey Chief, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
なんだいきなり。今の目的に関係あるのか
It's about when we were in the mothership. Cora's eyes narrow. She must realize that I know that this is something important. I calmed my mind and asked the question. Concerning how you reacted when we met him, I don't believe that was your first meeting.
そうだっけ
When you talked about Yumika and when you talked to Corrales, you made it seem like it concerned you personally. You and Yumika and Corrales, what is it that connects you?
確かに言いそびれていたな。もっと早くに伝えるべきだったかもしれん。
Carrara averts her eyes in an apologetic gesture. I more or less figured it out for myself, but I want to hear from her directly. I gazed at her, waiting for her to continue.
私とアルゴダ星の間につながりはほぼ皆無だ。私の過去がリシェインに関係するとも思えん。だが今は少しでも多くを知っておくべき。そう考えるなら改めて説明しておこう。私は前回の対戦、バライッソ異空対戦の以前から銀河連邦に所属していた。地球出身。正確には神武学園出身。ユミカと共にイシリアルとして政府から連邦に献上されたんだ。
I see. I find that hard to believe, but coming from Carrara, it sounds believable. She knew far too much for being a normal Earthling. What she just said would explain that.
そうお母さんと一緒にちょっと年がおかしいわよね。
I expected Yumina to react that way.
そこに食いつくのか、貴様は。
Yeah.
だって、寝た？
年齢はユミカの一つ下だ。共に生徒会大戦を戦った仲間だぞ。
She gonna explain that she's immortal?
そしたら、いやね。
Exactly. Yumina is doing numbers in her head. She's not saying them out loud, either out of kindness or because she can't work it out.
実年齢で言えば、貴様らの親の年代だ。文句があるか？
Yes.
ないです。
Right. Just not even gonna go into it. Then why were you in the academy with us?
それについては、前回のバライスト異空対戦に至る経緯から話さねばならないな。
Oh man, a bunch of information that I already know. Korra picks up her cup and thoughtfully sips from it. It's black coffee. I got it for her. She takes a moment to swallow it, then puts the cup back down. Her expression is severe. She must be recalling the battle from the past.
私は、ごく普通の一般生徒の一人として神武学園に入学し、そこで緑下由美香と出会った。彼女は真面目で他人に優しい性格。学園の中でも多くの生徒と親しく、友達の輪を作るような人物だった。それに比べ、私はあまり社交的でなく、友人と呼べるような生徒もいなかった。そんな私を心配し、後輩として気にかけ、親友になってくれたのが、由美香だ。ある時、由美香の友達が、学園外で暴力事件に巻き込まれ、停学処分を受けた。柄の悪い連中の喧嘩に巻き込まれただけの被害者だったのだがな。いざこざの中で、相手に怪我を負わせたのを問題にされたんだ。その友人を助けるために、由美香は学園則に従い、生徒会へ不信任案を提出。生徒会は、生徒を束ねると同時に守るべき。そう主張し、生徒会大戦に参戦した。
That suspension itself.
今思えば、選別を開始するための地球政府による工作だったのだろうな。ともあれ由美香は、その選挙で優勝した。そして、真実を知ることになる。由美香は銀河を守るという使命を受け入れ、イシリアルとして戦う道へと歩み出したのだ。私も、彼女と共に生徒会大戦で戦ったイシリアルとして、同行を許された。今回の歩と同じ立場だな。
You've forgotten the other guy?
そして、異空対軍勢との衝突。
No, I guess just not even gonna mention. Because then just not even gonna mention him. The battle when Kraus betrayed you.
当時の異空隊は、組織的な行動など見せなかった。個々の力で、銀河連邦の脅威となっているだけだった。対する連邦艦隊は、ユミカとカラレスを中心とした高い士気を誇っていた。
Was the Federation winning back then?
五分の戦いだっただろうな。だが、精神的には人類側の優勢を確信していたと言える。この時も、勝利に到達するための決戦として、連邦艦隊のほとんどが結集していたからな。一方で私は、ユミカやカラレスほどに強いイシリアル能力を持っていなかった。後方からの支援が、私に与えられた任務だ。ゼーレルムからユミカが出撃し、私は船に待機して、彼女の帰りを待つことになったのだ。
Wait, so she was in a radiant frame? Oh man.
だが、ユミカがゼーレルムに帰還することは、結局なかった。 突如前線から連邦艦隊戦力の瓦解が伝えられた。当初は原因不明。人類側の戦艦が次々と異空体に撃破される。その中でかろうじて観測されたのは、ユミカのイシリアル特性が暴走し、銀河連邦艦隊を次々に破壊しているというものだった。
でもそれはカラレスが。
うん。先に異空体と接触し、融合したのはカラレス。奴自身がそう言っていたな。ユミカはカラレスを止めようとしたが失敗し、逆に異空体に飲み込まれた。というのが真実なのだろう。その時私は考えるより先にユミカの元へ駆けつけようと思った。強引にゼーレルムの艦載機を奪い、前線へと出撃して、巨大な爆発に巻き込まれてしまったんだ。
It was Krauss who attacked you. He got so desperate that he self-destructed.
そうだ。異空体の群れと前線に残っていた連邦艦隊を巻き込み、全てを消滅させるほどのな。だがその瞬間、私は自分のイシリアル特性を真に解放させることとなった。それは次元を超える時空間の門を開く能力。
He just comes right out and says it.
気がついた時私はこの世界とは別の空間で倒れていたのだ。ひどく衰弱していたが、幸運にもそこで生き延びることができた。イシリアル能力の解放の影響からか、体に異常が生じてはいたがな。
まさか体が縮んでた。
違う。一切成長しなくなっていたんだ。
Cut it out, you idiot. Do continue, Chief.
そちらで暮らしながら、私は自らのイシリアル特性を制御する訓練を続けた。やがて私は時空門を再び開くことに成功し、現代の地球へと帰還したのだ。過去に面識のあったことなしは私と再会して驚いていたが、なんとか銀河連邦に掛け合い、私は地球にとどまることとなった。全大戦の生き残り、ガレオーンにとっては要注意人物。名目上は監視であったが、ことなしの交渉がうまくいったのが幸いだ。私は再び神武学園の生徒となり、お前たちと出会った。ということだ。
That is a spelling error. Cora heaves a sigh at the end of her story. She takes another sip from her coffee. It's an absurd tale, but I accept it for the truth. It has an explanation for the mystery surrounding her. So that's how you knew so much, even though you weren't from the Federation.
連邦に対して表向きは、ほとんどの記憶を失っていることになっているがな。実際には、イゼルとも面識があった。
Wait a moment. Okay. I just, because I always played it in, full screen. Back in the day, when I first started, I haven't really, fully appreciated, Karara's character model, sprite thing in its normal ratio? Aspect ratio thing? You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. That's fairly big honor. Okay.
じゃあさ、私をスカウトしたのは
ユミカの無念を晴らしたかったのさ。
Korra's eyes focus on infinity. Korra used to be Yumika's friend, but even without that knowledge, I could tell her feelings are genuine. It's just how persistent she was. Everything she did so far was for her own goal.
ことなしを通じて銀河連邦の元凶ユミカの扱いを知った。そして同時にユミナが学園に入ってきたこともな。 彼女が志半ばで散ってしまったこの戦い。ユミナが終わらせるべきだと、そう思った。これが、お前たちを勧誘した理由だ。
そっか。ありがとね。
Yumina utters simple, heartfelt words of gratitude. I get the feeling the conversation partly passed over her head, but that's just part of her.
私は、ただ。
キララがいなかったら、私は何もできなかった。見当違いのところで、お母さんのことを探し続けてた。それに、お母さんの友達でいてくれてありがとう。後で、いろいろ聞かせてね。
そうだな。約束しよう。
Kara is finally smiling again. It's as if Yumina conjured the smile onto her face. I feel somewhat better myself. I still don't know if it's going to help us deal with our current situation, but it feels good to finally have an answer to these questions. The debate club's unity won't change. We can still fight. The fact gives me courage. Dots. Okay, time for a dull indigo. I'm concerned that this is going to be one that I'm going to have to piece together. Dots. I'm passing time in my room. The Zalmer is officially still on patrol, but we haven't seen a single extra-dimensional since what happened, just like Algoda predicted. Training and equipment maintenance only takes up so much of the day, so I find myself with a lot of time on my hands. I'm lying on my bed reading a book, but the contents aren't really entering my head. I give up and decide to wait until I get sleepy, but just then... A knock. Someone is knocking on my door. It's a hesitant, faint sound. I probably only noticed it because I wasn't doing anything. I answered the door. My visitor is... Hi, what's the matter? Why did you come all the way down here?
少し話したいことがあって。
I see. Do you want to go somewhere, or would you like to come in?
なら、入る。
Okay, I don't have anything here though. Is that okay? I nod and enters my room. Of course, this isn't really my own place. It's more like a hotel room I'm occupying. But I haven't spent quite a lot of time in this room ever since I came on board the Zellarm. Or I have spent. Yeah. As a result, I recognize this place as my room just as much as I did my old room on campus. Having someone else in here makes me feel tense. I find myself surreptitiously surveying my guest. Maybe that's why I noticed that something about Ai's behavior is different from usual. Ai, are you cold? It's just that you're shivering.
震えている。自覚はないけれど、しばらく散歩してたから、そのせいかも。
Running around? Where'd you go?
ここの真下、格納庫のあたり。
Why would you go there? The air there isn't circulated that well, so it can't have been comfortable.
適当に歩いていたら、つい。
Maybe you should go back to your room and rest.
でも、まだ用事が済んでない。
Okay, let me at least get you a blanket. I fetch a blanket and drape it around Ai, who's sitting on my bed. She almost looks like a girl who ran away from home now. Also, wait a minute, I'll make you some hot coffee.
いただく。
Thanks to my time at the debate club, I'm quite used to serving people drinks. I'll just make her some coffee with milk and sugar. Dots. Here, don't burn yourself.
ありがとう。いただく。
Aww. I takes the cup with both hands and holds it as if something precious. I pull up a chair and sit down facing her. So, what's this about?
ちょっとした相談。
The analogy with the runaway girl might be surprisingly accurate. It's clear to tell from Ai's face that she's worrying about something. Even Yumina would notice something's wrong with her. She normally never shows anyone this kind of face. I finally realized that she isn't shivering because the room is cold or because her body is cold.
疲れたから寝ようとしていた。でもじっとしていると考えたくないことばかり考えてしまう。
Such as what?
怖い。
You mean because of Corrales?
それだけじゃない。ガレオンやリシェイン様や姉様、アルゴダの掟、正しいシリアル、それが全部あやふやになってる。ずっと正しいアルゴダの民を目指して生きてきた。銀河連邦に出向していろいろな任務をこなしていた。でも今その目標がどこかへ飛んでいってしまった。カラレスは裏切り者だった。アルゴダ星は銀河連邦に怪しまれている。リシェイン様は何をしようとしているのかわからない。姉様だってリシェイン様と同じことをしているのかも。
No, I think Deal's a good character. Deal's good. Good person. But that's just speculation at this point. The depressed expression remains on Ai's face. She looks down and shakes her head. She must have told herself the same thing over and over.
自分にそう言い聞かせてみたけれど、やっぱり眠れなかった。疑う部分が多すぎる。もう信じていた頃に戻れない。例えるなら、今まで空を飛んでいた翼が突然なくなってしまった感じ。
I take small sips from her coffee while she talks, but the coffee's heat isn't enough to warm her up. She's still shivering despite her blanket. I want to do something for her. I want to stop her from shivering. I try to find something I could say to her.
私がすべきことは何なんだろう。
Well, maybe you could try finding something else to base your beliefs on.
例えば。
Well, let me think. Madokamiism, got Haruism, you got Katsuragi-ism, you got what are some more ones? Yeah, you know what I mean. I don't know all that much about Ai's life up until now. I mean, I've known her for less than half a year. Imagine how small a fraction of her whole life so far that is. She's been living as an Algonan for her entire life. It's become the foundation for her thinking. The tree that is her mind has lost the ground to take root in it and is now in danger of collapsing. The time I spend with her is worth little more than a handful of dirt. It's insufficient to support the tree. We don't have anything that could be a substitute to the world on Algoda. Well... Even so, there might be something in there. Something I could say to her. Something radiant in that handful of dirt. How about your life in Jinbu Academy?
神部学園?
Yeah, your school life. I remember those couple of months. So many things happened with the debate club. Our desperate campaign to overturn the odds. The conversations with our friends during that time. Then the decisive vote. What was I doing amidst all of that? You came to Jinbu Academy on a mission for the Federation, right?
そう。部長とユミナを監視するために。
But you had a lot of fun while carrying out that mission, didn't you? You ate your favorite foods in the cafeteria, you read a lot of books in the library, and you poked fun at Naoto and Tamori. Didn't you?
任務をこなした上で余暇としてなら。
Right, it was your spare time. But that means it had nothing to do with Algoda or the Federation. So even if it's going against the Algodan values, I think that time is just what it was.
それを信じる？
Yeah, what do you think? I seems to be somewhat surprised at my enthusiastic attitude. She looks straight at me while she considers what I just said, slightly nodding to herself from time to time. At the end, her gaze falls back to her coffee cup. She takes a sip, then looks the other way with a sad expression.
ここは神武学園じゃない。
Well, no, but...
私が今いるのは宇宙。そしてこれから向き合わなければならないのはアルゴダ星。だからそのための足場にするには地球は遠すぎると思う。
Oh, sorry.
歩夢は謝らなくていい。これは私の問題だから。
She rejects even my apology. I try to find something else to say, but then I gets up from the bed. Are you going?
うん。いつまでも居座ってたら迷惑になると思う。
I don't consider it an intrusion. In fact, I feel a little bad.
どうして？何か企みが？
No, it's just that I couldn't really help you with your problem.
うん。話ができてよかった。日本の主婦は愚痴を話すだけでも満足するらしいし、それと同じ。
Is that a saying? I wasn't aware. Okay.
今日はなんとか眠れると思う。多分。
Oh. Well, good night then. I leaves my room after a final nod. I fold the blanket back up as I watch her go. This is troublesome. I heave a deep sigh. This is a tricky situation after all, especially since I seems to be right in the middle of everything. I wonder if I should just be happy about talking to her. I told me what's on her mind without reservation. Maybe I should consider that progress. An unbearable feeling lurks at the bottom of my heart, like the last of the coffee left in her cup. What's going to become of us now? That's... Collect days remaining too. I don't think you understand how surprised I am right now that there wasn't something. Huh. Well, I guess that's good in a way. Anyways, I have 2 entire days to train. Woo. I'm so happy with you right now. I don't think you can comprehend just how excited I am. Oh. Anyways, yep, that's it for this part. See you in the next one, which will be fraps again, so that I can do different parts and stuff. And, yeah. Bye.